Hello and welcome to Camp Nou, where Football Club Barcelona take on Valencia for the third time in 18 days. Pep Guardiola's side meet Valencia, this time in the league. Remember, the two sides met recently in the Copa del Rey quarter-finals, and from that quarter-final, or should I say semi-final, from that semi-final, Football Club Barcelona emerged victorious and booked their place for the final in May against Athletic Club de Bilbao. So here today in the league, Unai Emery's Valencia side, they'll be looking for revenge for that defeat in the Copa del Rey. Here they are, meeting in the league. Barca, of course, desperate for a victory with Real Madrid's 4-0 win over Racing Santander yesterday. The Madrid side has stretched their lead in the league over Barca to 13 points. So all Barca can do really tonight to remain in that title race and to have any chance of pulling back that deficit over Jose Mourinho's side is to beat Unai Emery's side once again. Remember when the two sides met here in the second leg of the Copa del Rey semi-final 11 days ago. Barca won 2-0, goals from Cesc, Fbregas and XAVI Hernandez gave them the victory. That was the third time that the sides have met this season. This is the fourth. They met in Mestalla earlier in the season in the league when they fought out an entertaining 2-2 draw. And then, of course, in the first leg of the semi-final in the Cup, there was a 1-1 draw in Mestalla before that 2-0 victory. Here in Camp Nou, gave Barca their place in the Copa del Rey final yet again for the third time in 4 years under Pep Guardiola. Just have a look at the two sides before we get underway. Pep Guardiola, well, of course, he makes 3 changes to the side that won 3-1 in Germany on Tuesday against Bayer Leverkusen in the first leg of their last 16 match. In come Barca B player Martin Montoya, Gerard Pique returns, and Pedro Rodriguez also returns. Out are the suspended Dani Alves and Javier Mascherano, and Adriano drops to the bench. So Barca go with Victor Valdés in goal, Abidal, Puyol, Pique and Montoya at the back, Iniesta, Sergio Busquets and Cesc Fabregas in midfield, and up front Alexis Sanchez, Leo Messi and Pedro Rodriguez. We're underway. Here in Camp Nou, Barca kicking from left to right in their traditional Blaugrana strip. Valencia in their traditional combination of white shirt and black shorts and white socks. A quick look at the Valencia side. Unai Emery's gone with Diego Alves in goal. At the back, Mathieu, Victor Ruiz, Adil Rami and Miguel in midfield. Albelda, Tino Costa, Fiuli and Jonas and Piatti. He'll support the striker Roberto Soldado. So Emery makes 3 changes to the side that lost here 2-0 in that second leg of the Copa del Rey semi-final. Out to go Heber Banega, he's injured. Aduriz and Jordi Alba left on the bench. And in come Tino Costa, Soldado and Piatti. Montoya getting an early touch, knocked back to Gerard Pique. Pique hits it long to Mathieu. Mathieu gets the header in over halfway. Mathieu pressuring. Now it's Jonas inside the Barca half. That's Gerard Pique. Great piece of skill from Gerard Pique. Knocks it across to Iniesta. Iniesta under pressure from Tino Costa. Hands it back to Carlos Puyol. Puyol finds Eric Abidal on the left-hand side, still in the Barca half. Puyol finds Sergio Busquets. Busquets seems to be recovered from that knee injury they picked up in the home game against Real Sociedad. He had to have 7 stitches and a nasty gash. Made his return to the starting lineup in Leverkusen in midweek. Had a good game there, and he retains his place in the side. No place, though, for XAVI Hernandez. He remains on the bench. As Barca launching an attack down the right-hand side, it's Andres Iniesta. Iniesta gets the cross in, looking for Pedro Rodriguez. Rami got a foot in, and the flag is up. Offside against Barca, and there'll be a free kick to Valencia. Be taken by goalkeeper Diego Alves. Diego Alves just outside his own box. And hits it long. Looking for Soldado. Soldado gets the flick on towards Fiuli. He's battling with Eric Abidal. Abidal wins it. Barca playing out of defence as they love to. A great ball from Busquets to Martin Montoya. Montoya Rode in down the right-hand side. But it's cut out in midfield by David Albelda. Valencia try and get it back to Albelda. That'll be a Barca throw-in on the near side. Midway inside their own half. Cesc Fabregas finds Iniesta on the left. Iniesta plays inside to Pedro. Pedro gets it back to Abidal. Abidal all the way across to Gerard Pique. Pique back on the side after being left out of the squad completely for the game against Bayer Leverkusen. Busquets brought down the midfield, and that'll be a free kick. Tonight's official, Senor Turienzo Alvarez. Now it's Alexis Sanchez on this right-hand side. Fabregas across to Busquets. Busquets back to Puyol. Carlos Puyol across to his centre-back partner, Gerard Pique. Pique comes over halfway. Finds Leo Messi. Leo Messi gets a first touch. Turns away from the Valencia defence and is brought down by Albelda. And surely that'll be a first yellow card of the game. Indeed it is, just 3 minutes gone. And a yellow card for Valencia captain David Albelda. A blatant trip on Leo Messi. Messi's first real moments in the match. And it brings a free kick to Barca. Some 10 yards outside the Valencia box in a central position. And Messi standing over the ball. It's been a difficult one for the Valencia defence, for Diego Alves. Could go either way. Messi could hit it with his left foot. Says Fabregas, also standing over the ball. As it is, it'll be Leo Messi, hits it left-footed straight into the wall. It comes off the wall, but Carlos Puyol keeps it in. Valencia going out for a goal kick. Puyol, nice turn on the right-hand side. Puyol under pressure from Mathieu and Piatti. Gets help from Busquets, and Busquets plays a nice ball into Messi, and Messi, he looks on fire tonight. Leo Messi tries to get a shot in at the near post. It's blocked by Victor Ruiz. Be a throw in right in the corner for Barca. Leo Messi takes it, gets it back from Alexis. Montoya just leaves it for Messi. Across to Fabregas, switching the place to the left-hand side now, across to Abidal. Abidal finds Pedro. Pedro chips it in, looking for Andres Iniesta. That's too close to Valencia keeper Diego Alves. Bright start from Barca, and especially from Leo Messi. First time he got the ball, he picked it up and ran straight at the Valencia defence, and that led David Albelda to bring him down from behind. And led the referee Turienzo Alvarez to show the first yellow card of the game. Now it's Valencia attacking down the right-hand side, Sofian Fayuli, but the flag is up. It'll be offside. First yellow card for Albelda. Albelda playing his 15th competitive match at Camp Nou this evening. That's a record for a Valencia player. Testament to the longevity of the Valencia captain. First appeared here in Camp Nou back in December 1998. 13 years ago now. A long and distinguished career, David Albelda. It's not over yet. He'll be 35 this year. He's become an important part of the side under Unai Emery. Frozen out under Ronald Koeman, but since Emery came in 2008, Albelda has been pretty much a fixture in the side. Obviously can't play every game these days, but plays a good proportion of them. He's in the starting lineup once again this evening. Victor Valdez under pressure from Soldado. Valdez hits it straight to Jeremy Mathieu. Mathieu launching it long towards Fayuli, but the flag is up once again. Offside against the Frenchman. There'll be another free kick to Barca. Abidal takes it quickly to Iniesta. Iniesta lays it back to Abidal. Abidal back to Puyol. Also reluctant to play back to Victor Valdez, not Diego Alves. Diego Alves is, of course, the Valencia keeper. Valdez and Alves in goal this evening for the two sides. Barca Make a bit of a mess of bringing that out. It'll be a throw into Valencia, halfway into the Barca half on the left-hand side. It'll be taken by Jeremy Mathieu. He gets it back from Tino Costa. Tino Costa in the side tonight because of injury to Fbregas, Argentinian midfielder. And the extraordinarily bad luck. He was doubtful for this game anyway with a knee problem. But after training, he went to the garage to put more petrol in his car. Forgot to leave, or rather forgot to put the handbrake on. Oh, and Valencia have an attack here, and Pablo Piatti has put Valencia ahead. A ball came in from the right-hand side, and Piatti got in behind the Barca defence. That came out of nowhere. I was explaining the anecdote about Fbregas, and Valencia have gone ahead after Barca had made such a promising start. They've been caught flat-footed at the back. The cross came in from the right-hand side, and Piatti got in between the defenders and beat Valdez to the ball. And you can see a replay. It was Faiuli with a long cross. And Piatti got in between Montoya and Pique. And Valdez could do nothing about Piatti's finish. And the little Argentine has put Valencia ahead with his first goal in the league this season. 4th in all competitions for Pablo Piatti. And after 8 minutes, it's Football Club Barcelona 0, Valencia 1. Once again, Barca will have to show that character that they've showed in so many games this season, coming from behind. They'll have to do it again. And Barca coming off the back of a defeat in the league. Last weekend, that defeat in the Reino de Navarra against Osasuna means that the league title now looks more of a distant possibility than an inevitability, which it has been in recent seasons. That defeat in Osasuna left them 10 points behind Real Madrid. The reverse here this evening, really, well, I think that would be the final nail in the coffin for Barca in terms of the league title. Valencia have a free kick on the right-hand side. Buoyed by that early goal. The ball comes in, looking to the far post. There's Jonas there. Lifted away by Barca, only as far as Mathieu. Mathieu gets it back. It's Abdul Rami who's all the way up there. Valencia win it back and play it back to Victor Ruiz. One kick from Diego Alves. As the crowd in the camp now trying to get behind their side, lift them. 10 minutes gone. It's Barca 0, Valencia 1. Pablo Piatti just put them ahead. And now here's a chance for Pedro. Great ball in beside. Behind Miguel, Pedro hits his shot straight to Diego Alves. Barca had an opportunity to strike back straight away. It was a great ball in. Cesc Fbregas behind the defender Miguel, but Pedro just had to cut back inside. That gave Valencia the chance to get defenders back and put a bit of pressure over them. And in the end, he hit a shot straight to Diego Alves. Good sign for Barca. It means that they've shown that they're capable of opening up this Valencia defence. Barca have a free kick just inside their own half. Gerard Pique floats it out to the right-hand side to Martin Montoya. Montoya back to Alexis Sanchez. Now says Fabregas. Messi deep. Picks it up. Plays a 1-2 with Alexis. Looking to run at the Valencia defence. Lays it off nicely for Montoya. Montoya tries to slant it back into Messi. And Victor Ruiz who got a foot in. And that'll be the first corner of the game. And it'll be a corner to Football Club Barcelona. Down in this right-hand side, Leo Messi will take it. He's got Pedro as an option to take it short. Instead, he'll swing it in long, going for the near post, looking for Alexis, headed away. Now Valencia look to counter quickly. It's Piatti, the goal scorer, teaming up with Jonas. And that looked like a push from behind on Montoya, but the referee says play on. The ball's gone out of play and it'll be a throw in to Valencia. Valencia looking to break quickly when they have the opportunity, as they did from the corner deep inside their own half there. And Pique looking to run at new boy Martín Montoya. Montoya making his first appearance in the league this season for Barca. Played in the Champions League, started in the last game of the group stage against Bati Borisov. In fact, got his name on the score sheet, scored his first ever goal for the first team in that 4-0 victory over the side from Belarus. Made his debut in the league last season away at Mallorca in a 3-0 win. Also started against Real Sociedad last season here at Camp Nou, and unfortunately only lasted 14 minutes before fracturing his shoulder in a challenge involving former Espanyol man Raúl Temudo. This is his first start at Camp Nou since then. Pique gets it back to Victor Valdés. Valdés out to Carlos Puyol. Eric Abidal just inside his own half on the left-hand side, chips it forward, looking for Pedro. It's Fayulu who gets a foot on it. There'll be a throw into Barca. Abidal takes it into Iniesta. Iniesta plays it into Pedro. Pedro all the way across to Montoya. Montoya lays it off to Alexis. Alexis has got two defenders in front of him in the shape of Piatti and Mathieu. Mathieu caught by Alexis, and it'll be a throw into Valencia deep inside their own half. On this near side, Mathieu taking his time. In the end, eventually finds Jonas and hits it long. Carlos Puyol has to turn and chase, lays it back to Victor Valdés. Valdés across to Gerard Pique. Pique tries to spread it long, looking for Eric Abidal. Two Valencia players, Fayuli and David Albelda, get in each other's way, and that allows Pedro to knock it back nicely to Andres Iniesta. Leo Messi's got Cesc Fabregas making the run to his right-hand side. Leo Messi goes for Iniesta. Iniesta's got Pedro to his left, but Miguel gets a foot on it just in time. Pedro once again was trying to sneak in behind the Portuguese full-back. Iniesta wins it midfield, lays it into Cesc Fabregas. Fabregas now was on the edge of the box, laid off to Messi. Messi's got three Valencia defenders around him. In the end, the ball comes off Tino Costa. Breaks for Abidal. A challenge from Fayuli comes off the Barca player. It'll be a throw-in on the right-hand side to Valencia. A couple of surprises in the Valencia lineup. Piatti chosen ahead of Jordi Alba in the two cup games in the semi-final recently. Jordi Alba and Mathieu. There was countless problems for Barca down the left-hand side. And Dani Alves suspended. Many people thought Alba and Mathieu would once again both be in the starting 11. Both players, of course, had good games in the 2-2 draw in Mestalla in the league earlier in the season as well. So something of a surprise that Emery has left Jordi Alba on the sidelines. But not a surprise if you take into consideration the fact the man who came in to replace Alba, Piatti, is the man who's put Valencia ahead here. There's probably a reason why Unai Emery is one of the best coaches in Spanish football, and that's because he knows more than the likes of me and you. And anyway, back to the action. Valencia have a free kick inside their own half, launch forward, but Cesc Fabregas gets there first. Finds Pedro. Pedro's still inside his own half, lays it off to Iniesta, but it's well spotted by Miguel. Miguel threads it through to Jonas. Valencia looking confident after taking the lead. Just over a quarter of an hour gone here. Valencia still 1-0 up. Comes that goal from Pablo Piatti. Piatti, summer signing, brought in from Almeria. One of the smallest players in the league at just 163. And he was small enough to ghost between that gap between Montoya and Pique. And now Valencia looking to get the ball forward quickly to Soldado. Soldado. And he's beaten by some good work by Carlos Puyol. Puyol brings it out of defence, lays it off to Abidal. Into Busquets. Busquets Spreads the play over to this right-hand side with Martin Montoya. Montoya has time and space, lays it back to Pique. Into Busquets again. Busquets tries to get it forward quickly. It's a good piece of play from Alexis Sanchez, lays it off. Now it's at the feet of Leo Messi on the right-hand side, halfway inside the Valencia area. Messi finds Pedro. Pedro has first touch let him down a little bit, but he's still got the chance to get across him, but it's blocked by Miguel, and that'll be another corner. Pressure building on Valencia. He says Fabregas to take the corner. Pedro comes to offer himself short. Drags out Fiuli, but instead comes long. Diego Alves comes out and punch. Gets caught. Montoya tried the volley. Miskicked. And Jonas tries to set Fiuli free down the right-hand side. Fiuli cuts inside Iniesta. Once again, Valencia, they've got men over. It's Piatti. It's just too far for the Argentine, and Victor Valdez picks it up. Just drops it for Eric Abidal on the edge of the box. Abidal knocks it back to Valdez. Valdez under pressure from Jonas, lays it off to Busquets. Barça playing a dangerous game. Abidal in the end just clears it anywhere. Headed back in by Victor Ruiz. Comes to the feet of Gerard Pique. Pique finds Montoya. Montoya lays it off to Sergio Busquets. That's Puyol. Puyol sees space in front of him. Moves into that space. Finds Iniesta now inside the Valencia half. Iniesta finds Pedro on the left wing. Pedro to Cesc, back to Iniesta. Iniesta, Alexis Sanchez making the run, but he just checked because he knew it was offside. Now Messi patiently lays it off to Eric Abidal. Abidal gets it back from Pedro. Now into Cesc Fabregas, but he's caught by Miguel. Valencia defending well, but a good burst of pace from Andres Iniesta. Takes him away from Miguel. Iniesta into the Valencia box. He's got Miguel in front of him, taking around Tino Costa, and it comes off Miguel, and that'll be another corner. Second in quick succession. And once again, we Cesc Fabregas to take it. Good piece of play from Andres Iniesta. But now Tino Costa as if he wasn't there. It was Miguel who blocked the eventual cross. Cesc plays a short corner with Iniesta, gets a cross in, and it's headed away at the last minute by Victor Ruiz. Now Messi on the edge of the box, looking for somebody on the left wing, but there was nobody there. 20 minutes gone. Football Club Barcelona 0, Valencia 1. Gone after 8 minutes from Pablo Piatti. The difference between the two sides at the moment. Valencia not in any hurry to take the throw in on the far side. The Camp Nou crowd letting them know what they think of that approach. Ball is loose in midfield. Eventually it's Miguel who gets hold of it, knocks it forward. It's given away by Valencia. Cesc Fabregas trying to find Alexis. And Montoya joins the attack. Montoya trying to get outside his man, Jonas. In fact, it's Victor Ruiz. Alexis comes over to help. Alexis got Victor Ruiz on his back. Lays it back to Gerard Pique. Pique spread to the crossfield to Eric Abidal. Abidal just near to the centre circle inside the Valencia half. Abidal chips it back over towards Gerard Pique. Pique picks it up, threads it into Messi. Messi to Busquets. Messi gets it back, this time from Cesc Fabregas. Returns the favour, gives it back to Cesc. Cesc then finds Pedro on the left-hand side. Pedro again running at Miguel. Pedro trying to get that cross in. He does this time looking for Messi. Messi's inside, and Messi equalises. Leo Messi, what a finish. Leo Messi, an exquisite finish into the far corner from a tight angle past Diego Alves. Hesitation in the Valencia defence. And Leo Messi brings Barca level, and deservedly so, after the last few minutes of pressure. Barca finally turned that pressure into goals. It was Pedro once again running at Miguel. Got outside Miguel, got the cross in. It was Rami who got a foot to it, but Diego Alves wasn't quick enough coming out. And Leo Messi stabbed the ball under the Brazilian keeper into the far corner to make it Football Club Barcelona 1, Valencia 1. Leo Messi, when you need him, he's always there. You can't argue with 24 league goals this season now, 39 in all competitions. Leo Messi, of course, Special game for him, celebrating his 200th league appearance for Barca. And what a better way to celebrate that than with a goal. A goal here that brings Barca level. Meanwhile, as we wait for the restart, Valencia, because they might be forced into a change. Right back, Miguel, leaving the field on a stretcher. He was injured in the build-up to that goal for Leo Messi. In the moment, Valencia down to 10 men. 22 minutes gone here. All square. Valencia's lead lasting just 13 minutes. Pablo Piatti. And that goal means that Valencia just the second team to score here in the league at Camp Nou. On the side, of course, were Betis, who got 2 in that 4-2 defeat. Barca invincible, pretty much in front of their own fans in the league this season at Camp Nou. 11 games, 10 wins, and just 1 draw. That 0-0 result against Sevilla. Fbregas saved a last-minute penalty from Leo Messi. Valencia become only the second team to score against Barca at Camp Nou in the league this season. Cesc Fbregas goes down on the edge of the box and doesn't get the free kick that he wanted from referee Turiento Alvarez. Now there is a free kick for a foul on Adil Rami. Barca players unhappy with the referee's failure to give a free kick on the edge of the box, and felt Cesc was brought down by Rami. Meanwhile, Valencia make a substitution. Miguel won't play any further part in the game. He'll be replaced by Ricardo Costa. And one Portuguese international goes off to be replaced by another. Ricardo Costa usually plays a fullback, rather usually plays at centre-half. He'll be called on to fill in at right back now for Miguel. Wasn't clear what type of injury Miguel had picked up in the build-up to that goal for Leo Messi. But what is clear is that he won't be taking any further part in Ricardo Costa on. It's just his 4th appearance of the season. Ball comes all the way back to Victor Valdez. Valdez lays it off to Gerard Pique. Pique across to Leo Messi, but Leo Messi has the ball stolen off his toe by Faiuli, and now it's Piatti. Piatti sets something up for Roberto Soldado, but Montoya is there. Montoya lays it back to Victor Valdez. Now Barca with Leo Messi streaming down the middle. Messi's got Alexis if he needs him. He might not need him. And that was a good piece of defending from Victor Ruiz to deny the Argentine. Leo Messi on fire. Just ran straight at the heart of the Valencia defence. Had Alexis with him. Opted to go for the shot himself. Really, there's no one else like him in world football. Running with the ball at pace. And only a great piece of defending from Victor Ruiz prevented Leo Messi possibly putting Barca ahead. Unai Emery looking on from the sidelines. Now it's Alexis. Alexis takes the opportunity to run at Jeremy Mathieu, the left back. Alexis still has it. Mathieu gets a bit of help from Tino Costa, but Barca still retain possession. Busquets finds Iniesta. Iniesta, that's a great ball through to Abidal. Abidal with a great cross, and Leo Messi at the far post. And Leo Messi at the second attempt makes it 2-1. He's already scored 1 on his 200th league appearance for Barca, and now he's got 2. The ball came back off Diego Alves. The Brazilian goalkeeper initially made the save from Messi, but the Argentine, he's not that easily denied. And he had the awareness to pick up the rebound and poke it into the roof of the net. Messi gets a second. Alves making the save. Comes off the post as well, but only falls to the feet of Messi again. Great ball in from Iniesta, great cross from Eric Abidal. If ever there was a poacher's goal, that's it. Leo Messi can do everything. Pick the ball up from deep, score spectacular goals. And score the kind of goals that only great strikers score as well. So 26 minutes gone, and it's Football Club Barcelona 2, Valencia 1. As ever, Barca repaying the faith that the fans showed in them after falling behind after just 8 minutes. And they're back in front. 2 goals from Leo Messi on his 200th league appearance for Barca. He now has 144 goals in 200 matches. And now Alexis Sanchez is through. Chance for Barca to make it 3. Alexis, and a great save from Diego Alves. The Valencia defence full of holes at the moment, a bit like Swiss cheese. Barca finding those holes with alarming regularity, alarming for Unai Emery, not alarming for us. And there's a foul on Gerard Pique. And Diego Alves, as he did on several occasions in the semi-final tie with the 2 legs, and keeping his side in this match. Great save from Alexis Sanchez. There's another ball in behind Victor Ruiz. Alexis has it once again. Playing Victor Ruiz out of position. Lays it back to Cesc Fabregas. Messi to Cesc. Nice little triangle between Cesc, Messi and Alexis. Now Cesc makes the driving run into the Valencia box, and once again Diego Alves makes an excellent save, this time with his foot. Barca getting ever closer to that 3rd. Now Alexis inside the Valencia penalty area. What a great turn from Alexis rather, inside the Valencia box. Past Tino Costa. And that'll be a free kick. A frenetic last few minutes. Ends with the free kick to Valencia. Alexis penalised for pulling down Tino Costa. Breathtaking turn from Alexis to wriggle his way into the box. A replay here of the opportunity for Alexis just a few minutes ago. Good save from Diego Alves. Diego Alves repeat that save just a minute later from Cesc Fabregas. Barca could be 4-1 up at this stage. Cesc once again trying to get forward down the right-hand side. Mathieu coming across with the challenge. Alexis got the beating of Mathieu. He goes outside him. Now running at Victor Ruiz. Pulls it back for Messi. Messi. His attempted pass comes off Alwelda. Cesc inside to Iniesta. Iniesta gets a foot on it and tries to divert into the path of Leo Messi. And picked up by Diego Alves. The Brazilian goalkeeper might not be the most commanding of keepers coming for crosses or high balls. He certainly is a fantastic shot stopper. I've shown that again this evening. 2 great saves already, one from Messi and one from Cesc Fabregas. Great piece of skill from Alexis, back heel, back to Montoya. The crowd love that. Now Busquets, laid off by Messi. Back to Iniesta. Iniesta gets it back. A bit of space in front of him. Plays a 1-2 with Messi, leaves it for Messi. A chance for Messi, can he get a hat-trick? Goes round Rami. And a 3rd into the side netting. I was almost saying the 3rd there for Messi. The ball, in fact, went into the side netting. Barca once again threatening. Valencia on the ropes. Fantastic run by Messi. Gone past not 1, not 2, but 3 defenders before getting his shot in. Just the wrong side. Off Diego Alves' post. Valencia. Well picked up by Victor Valdez. Cesc. Ball to Alexis down the right-hand side, but Mathieu comes across. Gets a foot on it. Ball goes high into the crowd. Give Valencia a moment's respite. It's been all Barca in the last 10 minutes since Leo Messi grabbed that equaliser. PUYOL finds Iniesta down the left-hand side. Iniesta's got Ricardo Costa on his tail. He has to lay it back to Eric Abidal. Busquets across to Iniesta again. He's got Pedro in front of him. Pedro's just drifted offside though. Comes back to Abidal. All the way back to Puyol inside his own half. Now it's at the feet of Pique. Pique coming up to halfway. Knocks it across to Busquets. Busquets with a good pass into Leo Messi. Messi really does look up for it tonight. He's already got 2. He wouldn't bet against him getting a hat-trick, and that's a nice ball into Iniesta. Diego Alves comes out and makes the save at Iniesta's feet. Leo Messi not content with having scored 2 already. Trying to set one up for Andres Iniesta. Iniesta just making his 2nd start since returning from injury. Started in Germany in midweek, and that 3-1 win over Bayer Leverkusen. Barca crowd getting behind the team now. Sense that they really are playing some quality football at the moment. Leo Messi in particular. Referee brought play to a halt. If I'm not mistaken, that was to show a yellow card to Roberto Soldado. Must have been something the Spanish striker said to Senor Turiento Alvarez, something that he took exception to. I'll just confirm that in a second. It did appear to be the 2nd booking of the match. Now Valencia on the left-hand side. Mathieu's clearance comes off Jonas and gets it back to Victor Ruiz. Was chip longed into the Barca half, but Pique gets up well. Now Jonas finds Albelda. Albelda finds Mathieu. Unai Emery almost on his knees in the technical area, giving instructions. As animated as ever. His counterpart Pep Guardiola also animated. That's a long ball looking for Soldado. A good header from Eric Abidal. Valencia still have it though on the edge of the Barca box. Some good ball juggling skills from Jonas. And Fayuli, and he's denied by a piece of skill from Pedro. Now Barca break quickly. Alexis. And says Fabregas. Leo Messi's dropped out to a right wing position. Ball lifted over the top by Messi for Cesc. Cesc has got Mathieu in front of him, tries a little back heel to get round the French defender. Instead, it comes off Mathieu. It'll be a corner. 4th corner of this first half to Football Club Barcelona. 35 minutes gone, 10 minutes to half-time. Valencia took the lead after 8 minutes through Pablo Piatti, but 2 goals from Leo Messi and put Barca in front. And here is Messi with the corner, left-footed. It's it deep. Looking for Iniesta. Iniesta trying to float the ball back in for Cesc Fabregas, but Diego Alves came out well and spotted the danger. The yellow card earlier wasn't for Soldado, it was for Dino Costa. Barca have it just inside their own half. Pique finds Messi. Messi once again coming out to that right-hand side. Right winger's role finds Alexis. Alexis running at Victor Ruiz. Alexis blasts a ball right across the Valencia goal. Not sure whether that was a cross or a shot. Ended up being neither. Ball flashed across Diego Alves' goal. Alexis Sanchez, another player who's been in excellent form recently. Ricardo Costa to take the throw in on the far side. Takes it long, looking for Fayuli. Ball comes in field, picked up by Alexis Sanchez. And Victor Ruiz chips it long, looking for Soldado. Valdez quick to come out off his line, outside the penalty area. Missed the ball into the crowd. Gives off a bit of time back in between the posts. Also win the ball in midfield. Busquets, great turn. Not so great pass though, but Pedro does well, gets a foot in. Also lost it in the centre circle. And Pedro is penalised for a trip on the wily old campaigner David Albelda. Valencia take the free kick short. That's with Victor Ruiz just inside his own half. Lays it back to Diego Alves. Diego Alves lays it out to Rami. Rami finds Tino Costa. Tino Costa has got his namesake Ricardo Costa running down that right-hand side. Abidal does well. Has to work hard to prevent the ball from going out for a corner. It'll be a throw into Valencia. Deep inside the Barca half. Blaugranas win it back. PUYOL. Abidal. Abidal chips it down the line. Comes off Sofian Feuli. That'll be another Barca throw-in. It's been non-stop in this first half so far. 3 goals. Still 7 minutes to go until the break. Also put under pressure after falling behind early on. Pablo Piatti put the visitors ahead, but they've responded in magnificent fashion, knowing, of course, that only a victory will do this evening to allow that gap between themselves and Real Madrid to grow any bigger. Really, that isn't on the cards if they want to retain any chance of winning a 4th consecutive league title. Now Valencia inside the Barca half. Tino Costa lays it back to Jonas. Jonas lays it back to Victor Ruiz. Victor Ruiz chips it forward looking for Piatti. Piatti's been very quiet since opening the scoring. L'Argentine hasn't really had much service down this left-hand side. Mathieu hasn't got forward as much as he has in other games against Barca this season. He'll find more to defensive duties this evening. Valencia got more defending to do now with Pedro running at Ricardo Costa. Lays it back to Iniesta. Iniesta chipped in towards Cesc. Cesc on the volley, off the post. Pedro on the rebound, and it bounces up for Diego Alves. Another piece of wonderful play from Barca. Lofted ball in over the top from Iniesta. Cesc Fbregas timing his run to perfection. Acrobatic volley coming off the crossbar. It really would have been a fantastic strike for the Barca midfielder. They deserve to be at least 3-1 up, as it is at the moment. It's just 2-1, but don't hold our breath, because here's Montoya, chips it into the box, and headed away by Rami. Iniesta tidying up in midfield. Pique leaves it into Cesc Fabregas. Cesc under pressure from Tino Costa. Tino Costa does well, wins it. Still in his own half, but he's got players breaking, looking for Soldado. It's well read by Carlos PUYOL. That's Busquets. Messi comes deep, picks it up on this right-hand side. Victor Ruiz gets a foot in. It'll be a throw into Barca halfway into the Valencia half. On the right-hand side, it'll be taken by 20-year-old Martin Montoya. Lexus lays it off intelligently to Iniesta. Iniesta tries to go past Albelda. The Valencia captain gets a foot in. Now it's Jonas. To Feuli. Piatti. Argentine makes a mistake, but redeems himself by retaining possession. Tino Costa plays it inside to Albelda. Albelda finds Feuli, who's come in from his right-hand side. Now he pops up on the left. Feuli infield to Jonas. Jonas chips it out in the direction of Rami. Looked like a foul on Pedro. The play continues. The pass for Valencia is overhit, and it'll be a goal kick. Valencia got another player down injured. It's Ricardo Costa, the man who came on to replace Miguel. Valencia have already suffered 1 injury so far. Miguel, the right back, was injured in the build-up to Leo Messi's equaliser. And now his replacement, Ricardo Costa, has gone down. It was Pedro who caught the Portuguese defender as he fell. Really would be bad luck if Valencia were to lose 2 right-backs in this first half. Not even at half-time yet. And the motorised stretcher comes on for a second time. It's not looking good for Ricardo Costa. Seems to be in considerable pain. As we get a quick glimpse of a Valencia legend in the stands. David Villa, Football Club Barcelona striker, of course, still out after breaking his leg in the World Club Championships in Japan. Also a quick replay of Cesc Fabregas and his acrobatic volley, the ball coming off the crossbar. What a fantastic goal that would have been. Barca 2-1 up, but they deserve to have a bigger advantage. Diego Alves has made a couple of great saves to keep his side in this game. And the woodwork has also denied Barca for the umpteenth time this season. Ricardo Costa, when he's gone off the pitch under his own steam, and it doesn't look good. Fortunately for Valencia, there's just 2 minutes to go to half-time. I'm sure Unai Emery will wait till the break at least before making yet another change. Give Ricardo Costa a few minutes to recover, if possible. Barca with Carlos Puyol across to Gerard Pique. Valencia once again down to 10 men, with Ricardo Costa receiving attention off the field. Now Busquets into the Valencia half. Pokes it through to Iniesta. Barca looking to strike and take advantage of that extra man. Messi into the Valencia box, gets it back from Pedro, but Diego Alves comes out quickly, spots the danger, takes the ball off Leo Messi's toes. Diego Alves hits it long, looking for Soldado. Soldado gets a touch on towards Piatti. Piatti tries to flick it over the head of Montoya, but Montoya, despite his youth, is wise to that. That's Iniesta on the left-hand side, just over halfway. Messi comes deep again. Iniesta gives it to Busquets though. So move into the last minute of the 45 here in the first half. Now Messi has got space to run at the Valencia defence, lays it off to Cesc. Cesc tries to get it back in for Messi. That's a good header away by Rami. Now Montoya has got Cesc Fabregas with him. Lays it into Alexis. Montoya gets it back. Now Cesc has it on the right-hand side. Cesc into Alexis. Alexis on the edge of the Valencia box, looking for a 1-2 with Messi. It was well read by Victor Ruiz. And Valencia have it. It's Tito Costa. It's got Fayuli to his right. Fayuli gets it back off Jonas, plays it into Piatti. And that's a good challenge in midfield from Alexis. Alexis working hard when he doesn't have the ball as well. Now Fayuli's gone down after a clash with Cesc Fabregas. Fayuli's gone down holding his face. Valencia once again, the man in need of attention. Ricardo Costa has come back on, but he's running a bit gingerly. The Portuguese right back. And Fayuli gets to his feet. And finally, play can continue. 45 minutes are up here. Into time added on at the end of this first half. It'll be a throw into Valencia on the far side. In fact, it'll be a free kick. Ricardo Costa takes it. Well, there won't be a free kick. Ricardo Costa deciding to play the role of referee himself and award his team a free kick when in fact it was a throw-in. Gets it back from David Albelda, and referee Turienzo Alvarez points towards the dressing rooms. After an excellent first half for Barca, Valencia, against the run of play, took the lead after 8 minutes through Pablo Piatti, but 2 goals from Leo Messi on his 200th league appearance for Barca mean that they go into the break 2-1 up. We'll be back shortly for the second half. Hello and welcome back to Camp Nou, where the second half between Football Club Barcelona and Valencia has just got underway. Remember, Barca leading 2-1 after the first 45 minutes. Pablo Piatti putting the visitors ahead into a surprise lead after 8 minutes. But then Leo Messi, with his 24th and 25th league goals of the season, gave Barca the lead at the break. And to be honest, on the balance of play in the first 45 minutes, Barca could have been, well, further ahead. 3-1 or 4-1 wouldn't have been an unfair scoreline at half-time. Diego Alves made a couple of excellent saves to keep Valencia in this game. One from Leo Messi, one from Cesc Fabregas in particular. Now the second half begins as the first ended, with Barca on the attack. That's a good ball in for Alexis Sanchez. Alexis is in the box. Alexis, and Diego Alves makes another save. Well, indeed, the second half begins in much the same vein as The first ended with Diego Alves saving the day for Valencia. Alexis Sanchez in on goal. And Diego Alves making a good save with his legs. Corner is taken quickly. Comes across to Iniesta. Iniesta lays it off to Gerard Pique. Gerard Pique is in the left winger's position. Pulls it back to Iniesta. Iniesta plays the waiting game and finds Alexis Sanchez onside. Alexis running at Ricardo Costa. Iniesta makes a run into the box. He's stopped by Adil Rami, and there'll be another corner. Barca already forced two corners in the first 2 minutes of this second period. Played short to Alexis Sanchez. Alexis turns. Lays it back to Pedro. Pedro across to Iniesta. Iniesta halfway inside the Valencia half. Into Cesc Fabregas. Cesc Fabregas looking for Sergio Busquets, who made the run into the box. Valencia get it clear. It'll be Eric Abidal to take the throw in on the left-hand side, about 10 yards into the Valencia half. Abidal stretches, plays it across to Pique. Pique has got youngster Martín Montoya in plenty of room on the right-hand side. Montoya, one of 9 players in Barca's starting 11, who all came up through the ranks here at La Masia. Some, like Cesc Fabregas, left to return. They all began their careers in the youth football system here at Barca. The only 2 who didn't, Eric Abidal and Alexis Sanchez, is one of those. Cesc Fabregas making a run. Cesc with a great effort after a great solo run, and Diego Alves once again, he really is earning his salary here tonight. Diego Alves getting low to his left, getting a hand on it. Cesc showing a good turn of pace, running Messi-like straight at the Valencia defence. Wants to take the corner quickly, chipped into the box by Montoya. Valencia get it away. Piatti trying to lay it off to Jonas. Barca win it back ever so quickly, and now it's the quick feet of Alexis Sanchez trying to play it through to Gerard Pique, who is up there in the centre forwards position. Busquets dropped back to cover Pique's foray forward. And Valencia have it inside their own half. Ball chip forward towards Piatti. Eric Abidal comes all the way across from left back to the right back position to close down Piatti. Piatti, and Abidal gets a foot in as Piatti laid it back to Tino Costa. But Valencia have it once again. This time it's Fayuli. Fayuli gives it to Jonas, who looks for Soldado. Jonas has got Busquets behind him. Now Tino Costa finds Mature down the left. Mature didn't get down that left-hand side as much as he has in other games in the first half. And now it's Alexis. Barca turn defence into attack quickly. Alexis has got Leo Messi making a run. Tries to play the ball in between the 2 defenders. He goes straight to Diego Alves. And there, Piatti was asleep and was caught by Pedro. Barca win it back inside the Valencia half. Cesc Fabregas goes on the run. Pulls to Messi, and now Cesc has got some space on the left-hand side of the Valencia box. Tries to square it to Messi. Comes off a Valencia defender and ends up in the arms of Diego Alves. Barca looking sharp again, as they did most of the first half. Indeed, it took a Valencia goal really to wake them up. Once Messi equalised after 21 minutes, it was all Blaugrana in the first half. In the first 5 minutes of the second half, I'll follow that script. Now long ball from the back, looking for Soldado. Victor Valdez comes out. Easy for the keeper. Abidal lays it back to Valdez. Valdez under pressure from Piatti. That's it for Martín Montoya. Good leap from Montoya to keep it in. Valencia have it. And it's given away, and now it's Leo Messi. Leo Messi on halfway, goes across. Rami gets a foot in. Messi gets it back. He goes around Rami. And Victor Ruiz. And Rami, who got a foot in again in the end. It was a good recovery from the French defender. Then Montoya, nice little piece of interplay with Busquets. Messi again, looking to run at the Valencia defence. Pique, who's back there helping out. Also, once again, incorrigible. They've won the ball back so quickly this evening, putting Valencia under pressure. Iniesta lays it into Alexis. Alexis is brought down from behind by Victor Ruiz, and that'll be a free kick. Taken quickly by Cesc. Finds Messi on the right-hand side. Messi has dropped across to the right wing on numerous occasions this evening against Valencia. He's dropped into a more central position. Montoya on the right-hand side. Moves it infield towards Cesc Fabregas. Cesc simply lays it off to Iniesta. Iniesta looking to be back to close his best this evening. And that's a good ball through for Pedro, but the flag is up. Diego Alves comes out. Pedro unaware that the flag is up, puts the ball in the back of the net, turns around to celebrate with his teammates. They've all turned their back on him. They've all seen the flag up on the far side. Disappointment for Pedro. But it was a good decision. Pedro just mistiming his run. Caught offside by the Valencia defence. Stepping up. Diego Alves gets it long out of defence. Mathieu can't keep it in. It'll be a throw in just on halfway. Martin Montoya to take it. Montoya takes the throw into Alexis. To Busquets. Comes back to Puyol. Puyol heads it across to the right-hand side to Gerard Pique. Montoya, a difficult ball to take, and he gives away the throw-in. Not a popular decision here in Camp Nou. Senor Turienzo Alvarez. Barca win it back quickly once again, and now it's Alexis running at the Valencia defence. Lays it off to Messi. Messi got Iniesta outside him. Iniesta's got Pedro outside him. Pedro lays it back to Iniesta. Iniesta has a run at Ricardo Costa, who seems to recover from that knock he took just before the break. Chipped over to Alexis. Alexis on the right-hand side of the Valencia penalty area up against Mathieu. Mathieu with the challenge, and that's a corner. Barca forced 8 corners in this game so far. Valencia had to win a corner in this game. Ball coming in from the right-hand side. Cesc Fabregas. That was Carlos Puyol getting up there, and then the ball is swung back in by Andres Iniesta, and it wasn't too far away. Carlos Puyol remonstrating with referee Turienzo Alvarez. Barca captain felt he was fouled in the box when the corner came in by Victor Ruiz. It looks as though there was some evidence of a shirt pull by the young defender. Referee Turienzo Alvarez unmoved. Towering header from Pique, kept in by Cesc. Cesc down the right-hand side into the Valencia half. Got Alexis in front of him. Alexis gets away from Victor Ruiz. Fantastic piece of play from the Chilean. He's got Pedro in the box. Looking for Pedro. Diego Alves gets a punch on it, and it's helped on its way by Mathieu. On the far side to be a Valencia throw-in, but Alexis Sanchez once again, electrifying piece of play from the former Udinese man. Really has been an excellent form in the last few games. Seems to be finding his feet at Barca in his first season here after signing in the summer from Serie A. Seems to be back to full fitness after missing almost 2 months following a muscle injury that picked up in the draw in Anoeta back in September. Came back before Christmas. Coach Pep Guardiola said that he wasn't quite 100% since the break over Christmas and the New Year. Alexis has been in devastating form, and that's a mistake from Diego Alves. Hits it straight to Pedro. Pedro to Messi. Messi lays it on to Alexis, and that's a great challenge from Jeremy Mathieu. Put the ball out for a corner. Alexis is getting ready to pull the trigger with that right foot. And the Frenchman stuck in a long leg. He poked the ball out for a corner. Yet another for Barca. Another opportunity for Carlos Puyol. He's hanging on the edge of the box, looking to attack the ball, but it's Alexis who goes for it. It's cleared by Valencia, but only as far as Montoya lays it back for Abidal. Abidal. His pass doesn't come off, but Barca win it back quickly. A little flick from Alexis, but it's well read by Mathieu. It's Valencia who attack down this right-hand side into the Barca half. Fayuli with the back heel, looking for Ricardo Costa. Ricardo Costa. Ball just falling behind him. Now it's Iniesta. Lays it off to Montoya. And this crowd the count now, 74,240. Not bad for a leg kick-off on a Sunday evening. Comes back to Fbregas. 10 yards inside the Barca half. He lays it back to Pique. Pique across to Puyol. Puyol into the Valencia half now. Carries it past Alvelda. And lays it off to Abidal. Abidal gets it back from Pedro. And Pique. Pique brings it forward over halfway. Pique's got space to run into. Now he's faced by 3 Valencia defenders. Lays it off to Montoya. Montoya. Cesc Fabregas comes across to Carlos Puyol again. Barca probing, looking for the opening. Happy to keep possession at the back, trying to draw Valencia out of position. Puyol inside the centre circle, looking for Alexis. Alexis has dropped deep. He's caught there by Jonas. Martin Montoya has got forward down the right-hand side. Montoya runs at Mathieu, looking for a 1-2. Mathieu gets a foot in. Montoya was looking for the return pass from Pedro. And Abidal comes across, puts out a good ball down the right-hand side. Fayuli looking to get away on the break there. As it is, it's a throw into Valencia, or 10 yards into the Barca half. Ricardo Costa. Busquets gets ahead on it after Abidal won it first. Ball's knocked forward towards Cesc Fabregas. Referee awards a free kick. Former Arsenal man. Got a push in the back. That's Iniesta. Back to Puyol. That was Leo Messi who got the push in the back, not Cesc Fabregas. Now Messi inside the Valencia half. Great piece of skill to go past Fayuli, then lays it off to Iniesta. Iniesta just didn't have that extra turn of pace to go past Fayuli. Abidal tidies up for Barca, caught from behind. And Ricardo Costa. Referee has given a free kick. Great piece of play from Leo Messi just before holding off a couple of defenders, laying the ball off. Andres Iniesta. Barca take that free kick. Checked inside their own half on the left-hand touchline. Ball works its way loose to Messi. Iniesta lets it go intelligently to Cesc Fabregas. Now it's Alexis, got Montoya outside him. Pulls it back to Cesc. Cesc uses Montoya on the right wing. Montoya gets his cross in, and that's an excellent header from Leo Messi, and a great save from Thiago Alves. Pushes it onto the bar. Barca denied once again by the woodwork. Cesc Fabregas hit the bar with a fantastic acrobatic volley in the first half, and now Diego Alves tips Leo Messi's header onto the crossbar. Almost a hat-trick for Messi on his 200th appearance. Diego Alves keeps his side in the game once again. 15 minutes gone in this second half. Still Barca 2, Valencia 1, but it so easily could have been 3-1 there. Leo Messi wants his hat-trick to mark the occasion. That's a free kick to Barca. 15 yards outside the Valencia box. And it's that man Messi standing over the ball. Looks like it would be Messi against Diego Alves once again, but the Argentine's free kick comes off the wall once again, just as it did in the first half, in a similar position. Montoya hits a long ball, looking for Puyol, who'd stayed up from the free kick. Valencia have it. Diego Alves, he rolls it out towards Ricardo Costa. Valencia have a throw in. Still inside their own half, comes back to Rami. Rami lays it off to his keeper Diego Alves. He hits it long, looking for Fayuli, and that was a foul by Pablo Piatti. Climbing all over the back of Sergio Busquets. Pablo Piatti opened the scoring, but hasn't really got into the game since then. The Argentine in the side. Place of Jordi Alba. As Puyol's forced into a mistake, Victor Valdez has to come out. He takes no chances, putting the ball into the stand. It'll be a throw in to Valencia. Inside the Barca half. Taken by Ricardo Costa. Nice flick on by Jonas. Gets it back from Piatti. Fayuli keeps it in on the right-hand side. Looking for Roberto Soldado, who's hardly been in the game at all this evening. And he's been in great form this season. Had 20 goals in all competitions. Now he goes down. Challenge for America Vidal. Soldado goes down holding his face. Camp Nou crowd don't like it. Fbregas. Now a chance for Martin Montoya. Montoya is free on the right-hand side. He's got two men inside him. Montoya goes for goal, and Cesc Fabregas blazes over from 10 yards out. Barca, well, how many chances they need to get this third goal? It was a great piece of play, great break down the right-hand side. Montoya, Pedro Messi in the middle, went for goal. Diego Alves spilled it. And Cesc on the follow-up. Wants the ball high into the crowd. He needed a cool head. And Cesc seemed to lose his composure as the ball rebounded back to him from the save by Diego Alves. Excellent opportunity for Martin Montoya. How he'd have loved to mark his first league start of the season with a goal. Already got one this season against Bati Borisov here at Camp Nou in the Champions League. Gerard Pique mopping up at the back under pressure from Piatti. Pique tries to find Montoya. Piatti gets a foot on it. Soldado seems to be okay. Soldado making another meal. Challenged by Eric Abidal. Fortunately, play continued. Soldado left with no option but to get up and get on with it, which he has done in the end. Roberto Soldado hasn't had a sniff tonight. Frustration creeping into his game. He's got 20 goals in all competitions this season. He barely had a sniff this evening. With Victor Valdez. Drops it on the edge of a 6-yard box. Hits it long, looking for Alexis. It's handball by Jonas. Well spotted by the referee. Cesc Fabregas takes the free kick quickly to Leo Messi. And once again, 4 against 3. Messi running at the heart of the Valencia defence. Finds Pedro. Pedro puts the ball across, and it was Alexis Sanchez arriving at the far post. He was just a millisecond too late. Good move involving Leo Messi, who ran right at the heart of the Valencia defence, then found Pedro on the left-hand side. Pedro's cross came in. And Alexis, just seconds too late as he slid in at the far post. Valencia make a second substitution. And it's Jordi Alba who comes on to replace goal scorer Pablo Piatti. Said Piatti, apart from scoring that goal in the 8th minute to give Valencia the lead, hasn't really done much else. Bit of a surprise that he was included in the squad, or in the starting 11 rather. And the combination of Mathieu and Jordi Alba down the left posed so many problems for Barca in their 3 previous games this season against Valencia. Now Jordi Alba's on. Player who, like 9 of the Barca starting 11, began their football and the youth teams here at Barca. Jonas chips the ball in, looking for Soldado. Now it's Faiuli, and the great save from Valdez. Faiuli on the volley. First real opportunity for Valencia, and Victor Valdez, as he has been on so many occasions this season, is there when you need him. Fantastic save to deny Frenchman Sefian Faiuli. And for all Barca's domination, remember, they still only lead 2-1. So that was a vital save from Valdez. Valencia have their first corner of the evening. 20 minutes gone in the second half. Big Tino Costa to take it. Swings it in, left-footed to the near post. Valdez comes and gets a punch on it. And then Busquets just hacks it away anywhere. Comes back to Tino Costa. The Argentine can't control the pass. And that'll be Barca to make a substitution. And Christian Tello, another player who's impressed recently, making the jump from the B side to the first team squad. He'll come on to replace Pedro Rodriguez. Pedro struggled with injury this season. Hasn't had the greatest of campaigns by his high standards. After 67 minutes, it's Christian Tello who comes on. His pace has caused problems for all kinds of teams this season. Scored here against Real Sociedad in the 2-1 win at Camp Nou recently in the league. Scored last weekend as well in that 3-2 defeat in the Reino de Navarra against Osasuna. If he could get a goal here this evening, Christian Tello, he'd make that 3-3. He's 2 in his last 2 in the league, Tello. Cesc caught by Mathieu in midfield. That'll be a free kick. Still plenty to play for in this match. Barca, well, let's hope they don't have to rue those missed occasions, those opportunities that have gone begging in the first half and this second half. Had so many chances to put this game beyond Unai Emery's Valencia side. They've still got time, of course, to do precisely that. And now playing it through the midfield. Cesc Fabregas finds Tello. First touch, the young winger. And he runs at Ricardo Costa. Comes back, pulls it inside to Cesc. Now Tello up against Ricardo Costa. And Ricardo Costa then plows into the back of Cesc. It'll be a free kick to Barca. 10 yards outside the Valencia box on the left-hand side. 1-2s between Iniesta and Messi. Valde gets a foot in, and Jonas gets a foot in, but only as far as Tello. Tello running at his man, trying to get a cross in. Ricardo Costa does well. And Tello trying to pull it back towards Iniesta, and it's Busquets who hits it. Busquets hits it so well. But unfortunately, it was straight at Diego Alves. I think the Brazilian keeper saw it quite late. Got down low to his right to make the save. It was fantastically well struck by Sergio Busquets from about 20 yards out. Barca win it back again in midfield. Cesc doing all the hard work, finding Iniesta. Iniesta trying to draw the defender, trying to play it in for Tello. Well, it's well won by centre-half Rami, and he tries to initiate a Valencia counter down the right-hand side. He was out for a throw-in. Christian Tello. Martín Montoya, who's 20 years of age, really has broken through in recent weeks. He's looked an impressive figure. Another B-team player making an impact in the first team. Following in the footsteps, of course, of the likes of Leo Messi himself. And the other players on the field here this evening. Remember, 9 Barca players Came up through the youth ranks here at Barça. Cesc Fbregas played in the same team as Gerard Pique and Leo Messi before leaving for Arsenal. And Vidal and Alexis didn't come through La Masia. 10 La Masia players if you count Jordi Alba on the Valencia side. And the ball comes all the way back to Diego Alves. Diego Alves hits it long, looking for Ricardo Costa. Ricardo Costa gets the flick on, looking for Fayuli, but Vidal's there, wins the header. Albelda hits it across to Jonas. Jonas, ball over the top for Soldado, but Victor Valdez read that so well and came out, claimed the ball before Soldado could get a foot on it. Now it's Iniesta. Iniesta into the Valencia half. Iniesta. Cesc Fabregas on the right-hand side. Fabregas comes in field. Goes across that midfield. Finds Iniesta again. Iniesta, lovely ball over the top for Alexis Sanchez. It was Jordi Alba who was back there defending. He got a foot on it, and it'll be a corner to Barça. Leo Messi to take it. Messi wanders across to the far side. Goes it in left-footed towards the near post. Headed away by Soldado. Valencia eventually get it away, and there's only Eric Abidal back for Barça. Abidal keeps it in. There's the simple ball back to Victor Valdez. Valdez chips it down the right-hand side, looking for Montoya. Eric Abidal makes his way back to left-back after coming all the way across from the left-hand side there to pick that ball up. An indication. Barca's intelligence there. Abidal, instead of coming all the way across to left-back, allowed Puyol to slot in momentarily at left-back. Abidal slotted in at centre-half. Now they exchange positions as Valencia win the ball in midfield through Fayuli. Soldado holds the ball up and gives it away. Ball comes across to Ricardo Costa on the right-hand side. He's put under pressure by Delio. Albelda gets it back to Rami. Rami gets it back to Albelda. Albelda under pressure from Delio again. And Barca force Valencia backwards. Rami has to play it back to Diego Alves. Diego Alves, left-footed, looking for Jordi Alba. Alba nods it back to Mathieu. Dino Costa to Alba. Alba comes in field. Jordi Alba made an impression last season. Indeed, fought his way into the Spain squad. Whether he'll be in the national squad for the European Championships is yet to be seen. Certainly a candidate. Another young player. Only 21, Jordi Alba. After leaving Barca and a spell at Nastic de Tarragona before joining Valencia in 2009. And since then he's blossomed. Here he is, he'll take the throw in on the far side, about 10 yards inside the Barca half. Plays it back to Mathieu. Dino Costa gives it back to the Frenchman. Frenchman gives it back to the Argentine, Dino Costa, where he's dispossessed by another Argentine, Leo Messi. Messi finds Telio. Telio's up against Rami. Goes outside him, hits it left-footed, and a good save from Diego Alves. Falls to Leo Messi. And there it is, the hat-trick. The hat-trick to mark a 200th league appearance. And that's his 5th hat-trick this season. 3rd in the league. Leo Messi. What more can you say about him? In fact, it's his 5th hat-trick in the league. And Messi, well, the crowd chant his name, and he deserves it. It was Christian Telio who did most of the spade work, taking on Ricardo Costa, and then Diego Alves made the save. Not the follow-up. Leo Messi have this hat-trick. Barca make a substitution. Cesc Fbregas goes off. And he's replaced by Thiago Alcantara. Just when Victor Valdez had been called on to make an important save from Fayouli, reminding us that this game was by no means over at 2-1. Leo Messi pops up in the 75th minute to make it Football Club Barcelona 3, Valencia 1. Now it's Tello again. What a positive influence he's had since coming on. Tello taking on Ricardo Costa, goes around him as if he's not there. And Christian Tello loses his footing inside the box. Really went round Ricardo Costa as if he was a statue, and then just seemed inexplicably to lose his footing. Receives a great ovation from the Camp Nou crowd. Smile from Pep Guardiola. Left Ricardo Costa for dead, and then I think that's what they call in basketball an air shot. Lost his footing as he tried to get the cross in. Ended up on his backside. I'm sure he'll see the funny side of it when he sees the highlights. Valencia coming forward through Mathieu, gets it back from Tino Costa. Mathieu got a chance to get a cross in, and Victor Valdez does excellently well coming off his line, claims the cross right in front of Roberto Soldado, who was loitering with intent. Well left by Sergio Busquets in midfield, and Leo Messi, he's got 3. He wants more. He wants more this evening, Messi. Finds Tello. His shot comes back off Ricardo Costa. Messi gets it back to Iniesta. Iniesta tries a reverse pass into Busquets. Iniesta does so well in midfield, wins it back for Barca. Now it's Thiago. Thiago, the great ball into Alexis, but Alexis slips. Still manages to retain possession, gets his cross in. And it was Victor Ruiz who put the ball out for a corner. Another opportunity for Barca to swing one in on the right-hand side. Plenty of players up there. Puyol's up there again. Pique, Busquets comes in. Pique gets the header on it, falls back to Gerard Pique. Gerard Pique hits the shot again, just over the bar. Gerard Pique made a habit of scoring goals in recent seasons. Only got 1 in the league so far this season. The header came back off Tino Costa, I think it was, and then at the second attempt, Pique hit a right foot shot, rising, just rising too much over the bar. Leo Messi, 26 goals in the league already this season. It's still only the 23rd game of the campaign. Really boggles to think how many he will get this season if he carries on at this rate. As I said already, we just confirm 5 hat-tricks in the league. What a way to celebrate 200 games in the league in a Barca shirt. Your 5th hat-trick of the season. Now Diego Alves. A clash between 2 Valencia players ends with Tello finding the ball on the left-hand side, gets it into Messi. Messi somehow finds space for Thiago. Thiago hits it right-footed. That's a good 10 yards wide from Thiago. Another opportunity goes begging for Barca. There isn't quite the necessity of minutes ago now with that 2-goal cushion. 10 minutes to go here in Camp Nou. Hat-trick from Leo Messi has put Barca 3-1 up here. After Valencia took an early lead in Camp Nou through Pablo Piatti after just 8 minutes. Barca will come roaring back pretty much dominated from the moment Messi grabbed an equaliser in the 21st minute. Since then, it's been almost all Blaugrana this game, led by the one and only Argentine. Now it's the Chilean, Alexis Sanchez, running at the Valencia defence, lays it off to Messi. Messi tries to play a slide rule pass through to Iniesta. Messi wins it back. Now Christian Telio. Telio with an excellent opportunity with right foot, and Telio somehow puts it over the bar from 6 yards. Christian Telio had a great opportunity to get his 3rd goal in 3 league games. Lifted it high to Diego Alves is right, and the opportunity goes begging. Telio, you look at the replays on that and think, how did I miss? Valencia make another substitution. Dino Costa goes off, and the Argentine is replaced by the Turk Mehmet Topal. Mehmet Topal didn't take part in the 2 games in the Copa del Rey semi-final through injury. Gets an opportunity here in the last few minutes. What can he do? Can he help Valencia to an unlikely comeback? Unlikely, based on the evidence of what we've seen here this evening. Barca dominating against the side who, of course, are 3rd in the league. And into this game, Unai Emery's side just 8 points behind Barca. Guardiola's team on 48 points after 22 matches. Unai Emery's on 40. That should soon be Barca on 51 points, 11 ahead of Valencia. Unless, of course, like I said, we've witnessed an unlikely comeback here. Now Valencia have lost the ball. Topal, mistake. And he makes up for it. Iniesta tried to put the ball through to Messi. And that's Valencia broken quickly. Soldado. His pass is blocked by Carlos Puyol. Puyol, as persistent as ever, has to play down the line to Telio, but the ball just floats out of play. So yes, can stretch their lead over 3rd place Valencia to 11 points. A victory here tonight. And Josep Guardiola and Unai Emery, as well as being 2 of the youngest managers in the Spanish First Division. Guardiola, 41 years of age. Emery just a bit younger at 40. Also now, following the dismissal of Manolo Preciado at Sporting, 2 longest-serving managers in the Spanish First Division. Both been in charge since the beginning of the 2008-9 season. Don't know what that says about club's attitude towards managers in Spanish football. In the season when 8 of the 20 managers who began the campaign have already been sacked. I'm sure there'll be a few more to add to that number before we get to May. And Emery and Guardiola, now the 2 longest-serving managers. The ball through to Leo Messi. Messi one-on-one with Alves. Can he make it 4? What a fantastic finish. Lifts over the Brazilian keeper. And Leo Messi, is there anything that this man can't do after a whole, well, selection of missed opportunities and missed chances? Barca have gone 4-1 up, and the Barca fans here in Camp Nou pay tribute to their idol, Leo Messi. Really, you couldn't write the script on his 200th appearance in the league. The Argentine has got all 4 against Valencia. Perfect through ball. Messi got in behind Rami and lifted up the ball over the onrushing Diego Alves with a brilliant finish. 4 for Messi, 4 for Barca. And a roar from the Camp Nou crowd as Xavi Hernandez comes on to replace Andres Iniesta for the last 5 minutes. What a display from Leo Messi. Spent 27 goals now in the league, 42 in all competitions. And still in mid-February. Barca will well be 10 points behind Real Madrid in the league. But if it's up to Leo Messi, they'll fight till the very last moment. On paper, tough game. The visit of Valencia, side who pushed them very hard in the Copa del Rey semi-final. And indeed, side who took the lead here with less than 10 minutes gone. What a reply for Barca, what a reply in particular. Lionel Messi. Abidal. XAVI. Abidal gets it back from XAVI. Tries to run it through to Busquets. It's Abidal Belda. Gets a foot in. Jordi Alba playing it down the line towards Mathieu. It's well spotted by Pique. Pique does well to keep it in. Obviously going out for the throw-in. Pique hits it down the line, looking for Alexis Sanchez. And there's someone else who deserves a goal this evening, Alexis Sanchez. He's had an excellent match. Alexis across to Puyol. Puyol finds Busquets. Busquets with a poor first touch, allowed Ricardo Costa to come in. Ricardo Costa was appended by Busquets. Will be a free kick to Valencia. A bit academic now, though, for the visitors. 4-1 down. They have no answer. So the Barca number 10, the little Argentine. At the very beginning, it looked as though he was banged up for it this evening, and that's proved to be the case. Belda chips it in, headed away by Montoya. Now it's Alexis, finds Messi. Messi's got Christian Tello to his left. Barca breaking with pace. Tello, Alexis Sanchez calling for it at the far post. Tello turns inside. Ball falls to XAVI. XAVI hits a low shot. Tries to sneak it inside that near post of Diego Alves. Just the wrong side. Xavi Hernandez. What great news it is to see him back on the field in a Barca shirt. Missed the last few games with a problem in his calf. Reappeared this evening against Valencia. Diego Alves hits it long. Belda gets the header. Ricardo Costa has no other option but to work it back towards his goalkeeper. Alves gives it away to Tello. Tello finds Thiago. Thiago runs into the Valencia box. 1-2 with... Well, it was going to be a 1-2, but in the end, Alexis took responsibility and had a shot, and it wasn't too far away. The Chilean is desperate to get on the score sheet as well. Played into him by Thiago. Trying to curl it with his right foot inside the far post. Pep Guardiola, he must be delighted with the way his team have reacted here this evening. The pressure was on following Madrid's victory yesterday against Racing. 13 points the difference at kick-off. We'll be back to 10 in just a few minutes' time. We're into the last minute of normal time here at Camp Nou. Christian Tello has got Abidal launching himself forward. Now it's XAVI over halfway. Messi. Ripple of expectation every time he gets the ball now. Messi dances past one, pants another, and it falls to Xavi Hernandez. And Xavi Hernandez just lifts a lovely finish over Diego Alves. Confusion in the Valencia defence, and Xavi Hernandez marks his comeback after a few games out with a lovely goal to round off victory here. It's Football Club Barcelona 5, Valencia 1. Xavi Hernandez gets his 6th league goal of the season and his 10th in all competitions. Not a bad return from a midfielder who's not known for his goals. Here he is. Valencia defence, really 6s and 7s. It was Messi who played the ball through. Rami got a touch on it. The rest of the Valencia defence stood and watched as XAVI just lifted it over Diego Alves. And if there's one person you feel sorry for, well, there's 5-1 scoreline. It is the Valencia keeper, Diego Alves. He's made a string of excellent saves, especially in the first half. And without him, well, it could have been a cricket score here this evening at Camp Nou. As it is, 5-1 to Barca. 45 minutes in the second half is up. Pique launching it towards Messi. Messi nods it down to Telio. Telio gets it back to Messi. Now to Montoya. Can Barca get a sixth there? Montoya plays it in. Comes back to Busquets, but Valencia defence just gets a foot in. Montoya. That'll be a foul. A free kick to Valencia. Referee waits play on. The ball is spread all the way across to Roberto Soldado. Now just waiting for the final whistle. Into added time here in Camp Nou. There is the final whistle from referee Turienzo Alvarez. Barca, the lead remains 10 points for Real Madrid. Barca reacted to Madrid's victory over Racing with a comprehensive victory of their own, beating Valencia 5-1. Piatti put Barca behind after just 8 minutes, but then 4 goals from Leo Messi and 1 from Xavi Hernandez gave Barca a 5-1 victory. Thank you, and we'll see you next week.